All right, welcome to class, DreamChasing 101. Let's get started with your host, DreamChaser number 1. Straight into it. Even you will want to dream. Even you will want to dream. Think about this for a second. Our dreams, right? I like to compare them to like giving birth to something. When your mother was saying she's pregnant with you, she's gonna have you as a baby. She could only imagine what you might become. Your mother and your father had so many dreams for you, so many hopes for you, so many aspirations for you. So what I want you to do is compare the way they felt for you to the way you feel about your dreams. Every time we have a dream, you know, we want it to happen like yesterday. We want it to happen like yesterday. But dreams require some time to come true. They require some work. You know, for you to be born, it didn't happen overnight. It's not like, you know, your mom gets pregnant and she had you the next day. It takes 9 months for a baby to be born. It takes 9 months for the dream of you to be born. So imagine that you put that amount of time into your really big dream. Because like you are a big dream. You're a big dream. A human being is a big dream. So what if you said, you know, for the things that you really want out of this world, what if you put the time in and allowed them to you know, go through a gestation period and grow to get to the point where they could actually be at their best when they come out, when they are fully formed. You know, like some of your dreams need time to form, and so you're sitting there thinking, you know, I want this dream right now. I want to do it right now, and when it doesn't happen right now, you quit. You know, like halfway through the dream pregnancy, you give up. A lot of people out there are aborting their dreams before they become reality because they're not willing to go through the time that it takes to make those dreams become reality. You have to be patient with your dreams. You know, you can have that energy if you want to get something done, but you have to be patient with your dreams. You still have to nourish the dream, but it's going to take some time to get to where you want it to be. So what am I saying today? Like, what am I trying? What's the message? What's the lesson? What's the thing I want you to take away? I want you to take away the understanding that your dreams require time. Your dreams require time and energy and work and positivity. Your dreams require that you get out there and you nourish them, you know, in order for them to be born. In order for them to be birthed into this world, you're gonna have to put some nourishment into your dreams. If you put a dream into the oven, bang, and you pull it out too early, it might not have risen to the level that it needs to be risen to. A lot of you young women, a lot of you young men out there are pulling out not fully baked, not fully cooked dreams. And then you wonder why the dream doesn't sustain itself, because you were rushing the dream. You know, dedicate time to your dreams. Allow those dreams to come full circle. And so that when you really are able to put that dream into action, it doesn't end prematurely because you didn't let it get to the full strength that it needed to get to. You have to allow that to happen. How much time are you going to put in? So for each dream, it may require a different amount of time. Some dreams, this is the thing. So like me, I'm an entrepreneur. Some dreams you have to constantly continue to put it back in the oven. You say, well, once a dream is out, you know, how are you going to put it back in the oven? Well, the reality is this, is that if I'm in business 1 year, there are certain things that it takes for me to allow that dream, my business, to grow for 1 year. But for me to be able to be in business for 2 years and 5 years and 10 years and 20 years, I can't do the same things that I was doing in my first year, in my 10th year. And I know about this. You know, so, you know, if you check me out, My People Clinical Services, and mypeople-ct.com, that's one of my businesses. Check that out. That's a 10-year business. I can't do the same things that I was doing year 1 and year 10. You know, and so what I'm saying to you, for your dreams, you have to keep going back to the source. You have to go back to to that feeling that you had when you first had that dream. You have to go back to putting the time in on that dream so that it continues to be successful. Going back to the source of excitement for that dream. You know, when you do something long enough, it gets to a point where you don't feel the same excitement about it that you did when you first started. You know, and so you have to get that, you have to constantly kind of re-up on the excitement. And the only way you do that is to do something new. The dreams that I have now, you know, the ideas that I have, the things that I want out of life are different from the things that I wanted and desired 10 years ago. Because see, that's the thing. We always talk about dreams, but we don't realize that how fast and how easily those dreams could just poof, go away. They could just poof, disappear. Just like that. 1 second you got a live dream and things are happening and work is going on, and the next second, poof, snap of the finger, your dream is gone because you didn't stay up late that night. You didn't get up early, you know. You just waited because you got comfortable in your dream. You felt good in that dream. But you didn't realize that to make something continue, you have to continue to put something in it. You can't just rest on the laurel of your dreams. You can't just rest on the hard work you put in those first early days when you used to get up and never sleep because you love that dream so much. We forget that part. You know, the longer you're in a dream, you forget about what got you to where you are. You forget about that energy that you had when you couldn't sleep because you were thinking about that dream so much. You forget about all that good stuff because you get comfortable in your dream. You start saying everything's going to be all right. You stop coming up with new ideas for this dream to make it grow. You know, it's just like having a baby. You got a baby and we love little babies, but little babies don't stay babies. Dreams don't stay baby dreams. You got to feed them. You got to add something into them to make them grow a little bit. So your little baby dream becomes a toddler dream. You know, you go from a baby dream to a toddler dream. And you know what happened to those toddlers? They run around like they're crazy. They doing all types of stuff. They learning stuff. They licking stuff. They coming out into the world. That's how your dream is. And when you have a toddler dream, it's still exciting. And so all I'm saying to you is that just like you go through phases, a baby, a toddler, a little boy or girl, a teenager, an adult, your dreams do the same thing. And in each phase of your dream, you have to put in that time. Each phase of that dream, you got to continue to nourish it. Because if you don't, just like a puff of smoke, your dream could disappear. I've seen people, I know people who had a dream and they thought it was on cruise control. Your dream is never on cruise control. Your dream is never on cruise control. Don't ever get to the point where you think everything is just sweet and you can just kick back. Because the minute you start kicking back is when you get kicked out. Did you see did I hook it up in the camera? Oh, that's the hot kick right there. That one got in there. I know that dude. Never stop dreaming. See, that's the thing. I usually stop right here, but this is the thing. We say never stop dreaming because even in a dream that you already got going, you got to never stop dreaming. Even while you got this dream that's already going, you got to come up with another dream and never stop dreaming. As you cross your dreams off your list, we want to keep you in that place. See, this life goes by quickly, man. I can remember 10 years ago when I started my business. I can remember 20 years ago when I was just in college or something. I can remember all of those days. Sometimes as you get older, you're able to look back and you can remember. And sometimes it feels like just the other day I was that person in that place, feeling that way. And so I start wondering as I stand here today, how am I going to feel 10 years from now? It's almost like we're watching this video and 10 years will go by. You know, if you stick with me, 10 years will go by like that and I'm still doing videos, right? Or am I? You know? What's the future hold? What's the past hold? How do we get to this point? We never stop dreaming. That's what we did. That's what we'll do. And so, of course, there's more to come. And I guess I'll have to see you next week. But what is your dream? How much time you putting in? What are you going to do? Is your dream going to stay and grow and become? Or is it going to disappear? Your homework. much time this week are you going to put into your dream? So your homework is, every time you're working on your dream this week, or doing your dream this week, post a picture. Post a picture just saying, never stop dreaming. How much time are you putting into that dream? How many pictures can you post when you're actively working on your dream this week? You know, a lot of y'all out there do that talking about dreams, but post a picture when you're getting in, down and dirty. I want to see some early pictures and some late pictures. Who's up late? Who's getting up at 3 a.m. with me to work on their dream? So, this week's homework, post a picture when you're chasing dreams, when you're writing dreams, when you're working on dreams, when you're thinking about your dream. No matter what you're doing as it pertains to your dream, post it. Instagram, DreamChaser1. Twitter, Duel is DC1. And as always, info at the Dream Support Network. And as we like to say, two-handed. Okay, this is the new joint. The two-handed salute. Never stop dreaming.
NEVIDEO.